The Daring, Joe Daring's house. I'm going to videotape you. I'm making a movie about the Darings.
All the rabbits. That's it. What was the dog's name?
Which one is that? That was Rusty.
Rusty.
That's it up there.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
That's her father, yeah.
Who is this?
Who are these guys?
Oh, that's
Oh, right.
Andy Trom. That's Andy Trom there, and I don't know who the other guy is.
That looks like Eli. Probably.
Yeah, they're old timers. That's
Yeah. Oh, no, that's a guy.
that's
There's
Saybrook.
Patty.
Is that Patty or Dawn?
That's Patty.
Is that one Patty? With the bump
has
nose?
not changed.
Yeah.
That picture
Yeah.
you showed me,
So who are these now? Let's see.
That's
here.
my daughter when they were little.
Okay, and this
She's
is
the one
you as a
that's
youngster?
Up in
Las
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
Now I'll show you some. That's old Georgie Sanders. You hear what we were talking about?
Yeah.
Well, this is nothing. This isn't family. Whoa.
Okay, I'll stop the camera.
Yeah.
Hold it.
Here, you
About
go.
Tony Wallace.
Yeah. Who's Tony
Look
Wallace?
at
He was president of Connecticut Light and
yeah.
up there. Yeah, he's the one. Oh, you were sitting there when
Yeah.
we were talking. And I
Oh.
said, "Where's that picture of Tony and me
Yeah.
and the dog King?"
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's Georgie Sanders. He said,
Yeah.
"I grew up with him."
Okay, so
This
let me
is
see
when
that.
Yeah.
when my brother Larry was down at the Polite Theater. I remember every one of these guys.
That's the theater all dressed up in there.
Well, that's Ushers.
Ushers, right?
Yeah, that's Russell. And this is Swirsky.
Yeah, well, I
That's,
just don't have trouble
yeah,
focusing
no.
here for some reason.
The government, income tax, I don't know. I can't see that.
Yeah, hold still.
He's trying to
What?
Yeah.
Well, you don't need that.
Yeah,
This is
okay.
nothing. No,
There we
no.
go.
This is Cousins from Liberty Street.
Yeah.
It's my mother's, my mother's cousin.
Well, let me see that.
Oh, yeah, well, I'll let you don't. You don't,
Well, his cousin still.
arrest them. Now here we go. Now this is different.
All right, now who we got here?
Liberty Street. Look, it looks the same.
Here's my sister. That's Marie. That's Gracie, that Larry's wife. And was a neighbor, Harriet Green.
Doesn't she look like Gracie too? Gracie
Yeah.
looked like Gracie.
It was 1942.
Yeah, she did.
She did.
Yeah.
It's like
she
I always
did.
remembered her as like, oh,
Yeah.
she
Here,
looked like that.
this
Yeah.
is Larry, and Grace, Sonny, and Sid, Marie, and me.
And I always thought Larry looked like Clark Gable.
And who was Marie? Marie was your sister?
Huh?
No,
Who-
that's
who-
me.
oh, Marie,
It's her.
Marie,
She's
your wife.
Marie.
Oh, Marie. And Grace?
Sonny
who's,
is my sister. This
Sonny's your
one.
sister, and
This is
who's
Sonny.
Grace?
That's Sonny here, and that's
Who's Grace now?
is Larry's wife.
Okay, Larry's wife was Grace. And so that's the four.
Nice picture.
Now, where was Eddie at that
Well,
time?
you get to him. You get to him.
Here's
This
Sonny.
is Uncle Max. That's Max Ogus.
Oh, that's August. Okay,
Yeah, that's
he's the
Max.
one with the whole hardware store.
Well, he was partners with his brother in there, and then
Yeah.
he got out and that's
And he was your aunt's. He was
husband,
your.
yes,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
So he was your mother's sister's husband.
Husband, that's right.
Okay. What was your mother's sister's name?
Koshka.
Koska.
Jesse.
Oh, Jesse. Okay. And
I get him on that, huh?
See if you
He
get him.
asked me yesterday,
yeah.
and I saw him. Yeah. Here's Sonny and
Patty.
Patty, yeah. And that's Marie, Patty, and me. That was
That was
on Cross Street.
On Cross Street. You
That was
remember
on Cross Street. That's a
on
two-family
Hamden.
house I had.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Well-
It's in Hamden.
Well, tell me how you moved from Brooklyn to Hamden. I sort of or
Brooklyn to Hamden.
yeah.
After the war, this is the first war,
Uh-huh. What do you mean?
1920,
That's where
We
you used
moved
to
into
fall all the way down the stairs.
1921. Yeah, that's
You
insane.
remember?
How old? 1939 for graduation from high school?
I guess it is. Let's see, is that on Elliott Street? You know that. Yeah, that looks like on Elliott Street. They just killed it. The guy got killed. You might have seen it in the papers.
I know you.
Yeah. Yeah, see, her mother and father had a cottage in Saybrook, and we used to go down there.
Nice clean water.
Oh, that was nice, yes. Yeah.
Well, tell me how you got from where you were born in Brooklyn.
Yeah, he was born in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Born
And,
in Brooklyn.
And your father's name. What was your father's name?
John.
John. And then he married Anna. How did they? Do you know how they met? I mean, he was
That
a.
I don't know.
But he was a wealthy guy, right? And she was
Oh,
a.
no!
I thought he was a big aristocrat from Prussia.
He had money. Prussia, that's right.
Yeah.
See, that's Larry's. He was.
Oh, that's Larry's obituary.
Larry died. He was 56 years old.
Who's that, David?
Where?
Somebody just came in here.
Here's the Hill Darren. Providence, a former resident of New Haven, died suddenly at his home Sunday. He was 56. Funeral services burial took place in Providence Tuesday. Mr. Darren was born in Bayonne, New Jersey.
Wait a minute, can't hear you. Let the truck go by.
Dave.
He's got a job.
My granddaughter's husband, he got a job. He got moved some scaffolding. He
Yeah.
gave him $100, so he,
Hey, he's out of here. Sunday, what the hell does he care?
yeah, he got to.
Okay, what did you do?
Lawrence L. Daring, huh?
Yeah.
What did the L stand for?
Lawrence Lewis.
Lewis.
And there was a lot of Lewises in our
Yeah.
family.
Why was that? You were all named after relatives, right?
Huh?
You were all named after deceased relatives, I imagine, right?
Well,
I mean, that's
Larry, I don't know who the rest of
Who were
them
you
are.
named
I don't
after? Who were you named after?
know. I don't know.
You were
Matter
Joseph.
of fact, on my birth certificate, it says Oscar.
Oh, no
It doesn't say
kidding.
Joseph.
Well, what was did you have a Hebrew name, Joseph?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Or Yoshka, which
Yoshka. Yeah.
Yoshka, which is close to Joseph,
Yeah.
which,
Yeah.
broken English.
Sure. Well, I was Avram actually, and which could have been
That isn't
Abe
he
or
wasn't born in
Andrew or.
Bayonne. He wasn't born in Bayonne.
So where were you born? You were born in Brooklyn
In
in
Brooklyn.
1919.
15.
1915. Okay.
1915.
And
Larry was born in 1912.
were you born in the hospital or at home?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why they got the Oscar. You know, Tante must have said, about
Yeshka.
naming them. She probably said Yeshka.
Yeah.
So there must have been a shiksa there, and she
Yeah.
probably says Oscar.
Yeah.
That's the only way I can
Yeah.
see it.
Uh-huh.
That's it.
Oscar's a good name.
That's the only way I can see it. Yeah, this is
What's it good for?
when he was in the service.
I like Oscar. It's a good name.
I like Oscar too.
Is that a Jewish name though, Oscar?
Who's that?
I
I don't think
Where?
so.
Who? Where?
Right there.
That's him. Al.
That's Al.
That's Al.
And that's who?
So you were the oldest.
Sonny.
Joe was the
You got my
firstborn.
glasses on.
Joe was the oldest.
No,
The eldest?
Larry.
Larry was the eldest.
Larry was 3 years older.
All right. And then came you. Then came Sonny.
No,
No.
then came Al,
And then came
Sonny,
Sonny. And then
Eddie.
Ed.
and
Okay.
Howard.
Boy.
Howie. There's another one.
Yeah, that's the
That's
don't talk about it.
Oh, the black sheep.
We don't know where he is, and we don't.
Howard
The
just
only time
doesn't.
you hear from him is you got to send money to him.
Oh, really? Is he still around?
We
I
don't
mean,
want to hear
Who
from
knows? We
him.
don't know.
you haven't heard from him for a while. He hasn't needed money for a while.
Oh, for a good long while.
Yeah.
Many years.
But he's the youngest. He was the baby, huh?
Yeah.
And what so he was very young when.
He was adopted by the aunt and uncle. and
My Uncle
Oh,
Mox.
oh, I see.
He
After
didn't have
John
any children,
died.
so his name is
Okay.
Otis now.
Ogus? Oh, he was adopted by the Ogus.
By my
the
yes,
hardware people. Ah. So then they were pretty well off. They were pretty well to
Uncle
do.
Mox, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then his wife died, and his aunt died.
I have
Is
that.
He remarried
Yeah.
a younger woman.
I
Is
And
that-
the only
That's
glasses.
Harriet
I know.
Green from
You're a-
Oh, I see. She wore him right out.
There's another girlfriend.
But is Ogus still alive?
Yeah.
Uncle Max is long gone, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Boy,
Okay.
Sonny looks like
Here's me and Stuart.
Eleanor.
Yeah. Now, do you still hear from Stuart here? Hold Stuart. Hold that picture up, Casey.
Yeah, when he was a little kid.
Casey, hold that
No,
picture up so I
John.
can.
Yeah, see it
Yeah.
over there?
I got a zoom lens. Put it up. Hold it up. Yeah.
You can't see anything.
Yeah.
John told me that Shelley is trying to get him
All right.
back to Connecticut.
Yeah.
He's got the MS.
Yeah.
Okay. And how far advanced is he?
Oh, he's,
Oh, he's had-
He's pretty. He's
Really
pretty.
bad, yeah.
Pretty debilitated.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
He's down in Florida,
Uh-huh.
and
He was the only son of Sonny. Who did Sonny marry?
that's
Sonny
the
and
only
Sid.
child she had.
Here's
Victor.
Sonny.
Oh, Sonny married Victor. Who married?
Yeah.
Who married Sid?
This is Harriet and Sonny.
Sonny
On
did.
Elliott Street.
And what was Sonny's name? His husband's name?
Sid
That was Sid. Yeah. Sid. What was his?
So her name was Sophie.
But what was Sid's last name?
Victor.
Victor.
Sid Victor. And he was Jewish.
Sid Victor.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Isn't there a rock and roll
Yeah.
star named
Well, that's Sid Vicious, I think.
Oh, Sid Victor.
That's Marie and
Oh, it is Maria.
yeah. Now this is Sid and Stuart and Sonny.
Ah, here. This is a good picture. This is what I.
This is how you remember Stewart.
This is how I remember.
Let me see.
Everybody.
Hold it up.
1965, 60.
And who is
I started
that?
realizing what they looked like when I was a kid.
That's Sonny
Sonny
and
and
Stewart
Sid.
and Sid. Yeah. So Sonny looked like she was. Was she a natural blonde there, or did she dye her hair?
No,
She's
no.
black.
She showed
So she was a real.
total.
She was a real babe, huh?
Half of her life in the beauty parlor.
Uh-huh. Okay, I believe it.
40 years ago.
Yeah.
That's Sonny. Marie.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great.
Let's see that one, Casey.
This is a fun picture right
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Old Coleman jug.
And this is
Picnic.
Wait a minute.
oh no, that's nothing. That's the no family there.
Yeah. No, who's that on the left there?
Yeah, well,
Marie
Yeah.
and Sonny. And,
yeah. Now this is more important.
oh,
That's-
this is a pretty
that's Sid
picture.
and Sonny.
Here's Sonny and
What did what did Sid do for a living?
He was in the army, and then what? He got into
He
Oh,
was
what about,
in
He worked
No.
for Setlow.
Cova. No, I know that. But after when he died,
Yeah,
he worked for
the state.
the government.
The
what
state.
was it? The safety. What do you call the safety?
The safety
Nova,
program.
Cova, whatever it is.
I don't know.
Nasha.
Oh, Nosha.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No,
what he
sure,
worked
yeah.
for. Now here's
Yeah.
your brother. I mean your father.
Now what happened to
See your
Ed? He got farmed out as a kid or something.
This is everybody in here.
Did Ed? Eddie,
your father
yeah.
right
He was
there.
raised by
He was always.
Marie.
he was raised by Anna and John
Yeah,
then.
and Sonny.
Yeah,
Marie,
until his
and
father died,
Eddie.
he was just a
And
child.
Yeah, he was much
Really young.
This is they're out to taking at our new home
What in Wallingford?
Sunday.
Is that you,
afternoon.
Casey?
No, that's Patty.
Okay.
That's my father.
Your father, that's young Ed. So that's before your father married Marilyn too, right?
No,
Who is that? Ed and who's
no,
it?
I was on my way.
Well, who's
or
in the picture, Casey?
something.
No, you were born
Marie.
on Cross Street.
Marie. That's Marie next to Eddie,
Yeah,
and then who? The Patty, and then who's next to?
that's Sonny and
Oh.
and Joey.
Okay. And so Sid took the
But
picture
how
probably.
old was I when Patty was born? I mean, how old was I?
Well, Patty's
Wait.
48 now, and you're
Oh,
42, 6
Okay,
years.
so 6 years.
Yeah,
You
that
were
I
was,
born
wasn't
on
born
Cross
yet.
that was
Street.
on Cross.
What year was that?
That was on Cross
This is
Street.
fifth. No, this is.
Yeah, that was on
She
Cross
looks like she's like 2 here.
Street. Yeah.
So I want to hear more about Anna
See now here.
and John actually.
Yeah, this
I'm interested in hearing Anna and John and how
This
far,
is Uncle Mark.
how much further
That's
back can
Howie.
you trace
And see your
from
Well,
them
he
Father,
does
see how
have
tall he
his
got?
brother Al
Shut
went
Yeah, he shut
to
up.
Germany.
to try to find the roots
Yeah.
or something?
Now what?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
That's
because he always had an
This is
idea
Howie.
that
Yeah.
Yeah.
maybe he
Who's
was
he
Uncle Mark.
a baron
Uncle
or.
Mark's?
Oh, he was
Gonna claim his fortune. His castle is waiting for him in Germany.
Here's a picture of him.
But
As a matter of fact, for a while he used the name Von.
yeah, I heard that was Von. So Von Darren was pretty.
Here's Anna.
All right, this is Anna. Let's see. Boy, look at Anna.
That's your grandmother.
I know. I've never seen a picture of her.
You've never seen a picture of Anna? That's Anna Diamond, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, she was sort of a tough-looking woman there.
Yeah, boys.
Well,
let's see.
Joe, do you know
No,
who?
She didn't have her. She wouldn't wear her teeth.
Do you know who?
She wouldn't wear her teeth. That's why.
Joe, did you know your grandparents?
Huh?
Did you know your grandparents?
I only knew my grandmother. That's all.
Who was your grandmother?
Um,
Was she from this country?
Home for the Aged in New York when you were going together, right?
Who you mean? So that was Anna's mother,
yeah.
and your father's parents were still in.
No. His father died when he was young.
Oh boy.
Matter of fact, Casey, you have a whole bunch of cousins on your
Yeah,
father's
I've got
side.
a picture of their cousin. Yeah.
That's where.
So you didn't really know your grandmother well, and you don't. Do you know?
Oh, I knew my grandmother well.
Yeah.
yes.
She came over with.
Well, the
my
last I
mother-
knew,
Yeah.
Sonny
Lived with us
Oh,
there
she-
for a while. Yeah.
lived
Anna, where was Anna from again? She was from Lithuania.
Island.
Vilna.
Okay.
Out of fire
And
with
his
Vilna.
son,
And your
John,
father was from where?
married a girl from Bristol, Connecticut. We used to see John.
Germany
We went
or,
to Southern
no,
Connecticut.
Prussia. But you know where in Prussia?
Yeah,
People
let's
on
go
the-
back
that's
on
what they-
motorcycle.
A lot of times
Yeah.
they say, where was your father come from? I say Prussia. They put Russia.
Now,
Yeah, sure.
somewhere down
Instead of,
New
matter of
Rochelle
fact,
Way,
there's
somewhere
something in
down
the
there,
papers now
there's
about
another relative, the
from
last
Prussia
name.
to-
Yeah. Did he have a thick accent? Did he speak English
he
well?
could read and write English when he came over here.
Oh, how did he learn English? Because he was pretty.
Oh, he went
This
to...
is
He was
Johnny
educated in-
Williams'
okay.
He could read and write
Yeah.
10 languages, 12 languages.
Okay.
Grandfather.
Oh, yeah.
So he was a smart guy, and Anna was a pretty sharp cookie too, I
And
guess, huh?
there's,
My mother?
a
Yeah,
whole
I
bunch
wouldn't say she
in,
was sharp.
yeah.
My father wasn't
Forest
business
Hills.
inclined, I know
Uh-huh.
that.
But
He wasn't business, just
well, was your mother?
Yeah,
regular
there's
people. That's all.
Selma,
Did
and
they?
she married Chris,
All right, here we go.
and they have,
Here's the whole
I've
crew.
forgotten what their son's name.
Here's the whole crew, Casey. Hold this picture up.
You have slews of relatives.
Slews of them out there.
No, just hold it up.
Now what do
Because
you
I'm
see?
having
Who do you
focusing
see?
problems here.
Who do you see?
Okay, I see a lot of people in black coats here, and who are the guys across the back? Oh, is that? So is that Anna there in the
Yeah,
front?
in the
Hold it
front.
still, Casey.
That's okay. From your
It's funny to hear
left.
Yeah.
somebody say Anna. Us-
That's Larry.
Larry.
Then there's Al.
Your father's there
Then
too.
there's Howie.
No, Howie isn't there.
No, that's you. It's Joey. That's Sonny, and then that's Eddie, and then Anna's in the front.
So the whole family. And where was that taken?
On by Lena's house. She made.
Who was
The
Lena?
kids always.
You had a
keep
Lena?
saying,
Who was
she made-
Lena?
Let's take a look.
Yeah. Who was Lena?
You ever had?
That was
Lena
my grandmother's name.
Lena was just a friend,
No,
Oh, friend?
she was
cousin, or
cousin of Uncle Mox's. I mean, he wasn't any relation to
no
us.
relation.
But they lived, he was a baker, and
Uh-huh.
boy, she made, the kids always loved, in honey.
Yeah.
Oh, they were delicious.
So did anybody keep kosher in your family? I guess your family
Not
did,
us,
right? No.
my
Oh, I
tante
remember
did.
this.
Yeah.
I remember this one.
Lena did. That's it. My uncle
Yeah.
wouldn't eat in our house.
Yeah. Who, Ogus? He was kosher?
Yeah, he wouldn't know. He was, oh, yes.
Schleifer would.
He was, what do you call it?
Orthodox.
No, well, yeah, but
Hasidic?
president had for years and years, Shul. They started in the store, and then
Yeah.
he bought two houses, and he
Yeah.
knocked the walls down and made it. And he ran
Yeah.
that for a good many years, but then, I don't know, they didn't want to pay something or whatever it is, and they got mad.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I
Well,
didn't ask about this.
so how many other aunts and uncles did you have? Did you have a lot on your mother's?
Oh, yes, I had,
And they all lived in Brooklyn?
yeah, that's,
So how many did you have on your,
well, it was Dr. Chashke, then it was,
Aunt Edka.
huh? Uncle
Edka.
Barney, wait a minute, Uncle Barney, he was also a painter.
he was a diamond too?
What?
Barney was a
Yes,
diamond?
Yeah, Dimmenstein, yeah.
Dimenstein.
Uh,
When did they change their name from Dimenstein to Diamond?
well, when you come over here,
Oh, you Ellis Island changed it for him?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what Dimenstein means, don't you?
No.
Diamond stone.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Sure.
Yeah, but you know, I read an article on, you know, about Jewish people
Yeah.
being called kikes.
Yeah,
But when they came to Ellis Island, they
Yeah.
couldn't sign their name.
yeah,
So they would say kike to them, which meant cross.
yeah. Oh, I see.
That's
Okay,
how-
that's how they got started with the kike? Ah,
Yeah.
interesting.
And then there was
I never knew that.
Tante Itke.
Who's this? Was she a Dimenstein too?
She, her marriage name was, I don't know, it's a big long name to the extent that when Levy got married, his wife had a lisp and he had to change his name.
Oh, really?
So she could
Was
say
it
it.
Oh, dear.
Leibowitz?
Yeah.
Seplowitz.
Sapowitz,
Yeah,
yeah.
That's
Sepowitz.
Seplowitz.
So how about on
He
the,
lived he didn't live in Brooklyn.
Oh,
He
Yeah.
lived
because
in,
then I remembered Seplowitz. Hey, that goes
Park
back
Avenue.
many
oh, he lived in Manhattan.
She had a list.
yes,
Oh.
Could you say
about 96th Street or something.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a nice neighborhood. So how about on the Daring
And
side?
everything, huh?
Did you have aunts and uncles from on the Daring side? John had brothers and
Yeah,
sisters.
Not on this side.
He had one brother?
Oh yeah, I had Uncle Willie.
Willie Daring, and
William. Yeah.
He was
Those are
on-
the ones I told you were in Long Island.
he was Prussian. He came over at the same time with John, or
Yeah.
what?
They came over together.
And they all spoke English pretty well. Did they speak Russian too?
His father could speak 5
Oh, 10 languages. That's what he said. That. Yeah, boy. And
He was a nice big-
but your father was what did he start out? He ended up as a coach maker or something, or
New England Auto Body Works.
yeah. But what did he come? What was his
He
schooled
ran,
at?
building bodies, truck bodies.
What was he schooled in though?
Huh?
What was he schooled in? I mean, did he go to school in Prussia and study?
Not in Mamel.
What do you mean?
That's in East Prussia.
Yeah. How old was he when he came over?
Oh, a young fella, 18 or something.
Oh, okay.
He didn't work for a year. He used to drive stagecoaches with 6 horses and everything.
But out west, you mean?
No, through up in the
Oh.
Catskill Mountains,
Oh,
I
okay,
guess.
yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
And
yeah.
and then, but what did he? So what did he end up doing in Brooklyn to earn a living?
Oh, yeah. Well, he was like a wheelwright.
Okay.
So he was mechanically. You see, on the other side, my grandfather used to own a lot of land and also a big factory where they made everything from steam engines to nails, for Pete's sake.
Who was your that was a grandfather? That was Anna's father.
No, his father.
His for John's father, but he died in Prussia. He didn't come over, or he did come over.
No, we don't know what happened.
Oh, okay. But you're saying now he had a big factory or something, or he had a shop?
Yes, and they used to teach the orphan kids how to
Where was his shop?
trades. Huh?
His shop was in Prussia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So John learned all these trades, the wheelwright trade.
No, he's just mechanically inclined.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's funny. Here's a
Yeah.
picture of her
Hey,
when
this
she
is all
was
new to me. I'm
young.
just trying to.
Well, it's quite a
Yeah,
family.
yeah, that's,
How about your family? Huh?
Well, my grandmother was one of 14 kids, and they lived
Well,
in.
that's
They
the way
were raised in
they
Poughkeepsie,
were
and
almost. That's-
only a handful of them are still alive.
Yeah,
My
that's-
father
that
is.
one they don't.
Actually, did you hear that? It turns out my father and
Is-
Al,
yes.
I think, may have gone to the same school in Brooklyn. I mean, in the same class.
How about that?
So my father was raised down in the same area that Joe was raised in King's Highway and.
Well, he wasn't raised there. He used to
That's
visit.
how he
Oh,
got in
okay,
trouble.
where was he raised then?
He used to wear Al's,
Well, he was
Uniform.
born here in New
and they
Haven.
caught it
Yeah.
in New York, and they
Oh, okay.
caught up to him.
I don't know.
I gotta ask my uncle to
He
Yeah.
was here
put him in the
several
army.
years before I met him.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He went to
But he was
Bayonne,
too
New
young,
Jersey.
see?
yeah.
In his
But that's the
early
way he
childhood.
was. He always
Yeah.
got in trouble all
Okay.
the
And then
time.
they moved to New Haven.
Wait a minute, who are we talking about now? About Al? We're talking about Joe. He wasn't born in Brooklyn.
He was born in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay, but raised.
He
Oh,
grew up in Bayonne,
oh,
but he was there for several years.
oh, okay.
And then they
All
moved
right,
to
here we go.
Hazen.
Yeah,
Born in the bad side.
yeah.
He might
Oh,
have been an early teenager.
Oh.
maybe.
and
That's your.
hmm.
Who's that? That's the
That's the same one, Uncle Mark's.
Mark's.
You're
But no,
That's
I'm just saying.
I'm getting.
I
I'm starting. Yeah, we're starting to get this down. I'm starting to get the
my
my
uncle.
Uncle Mark's Ogus.
My uncle. This is
Max
me.
Ogus.
Mox. they call him.
Marks.
Max.
Max.
M-A-X.
Moishe.
M-A-X.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they say Mox.
We
Okay.
say Mox.
Why do you say Marks?
Mox.
Mox.
It's just your accent.
Why do they call me Yussel?
All right.
That's Sid, Al,
Al.
Uncle, Larry, and myself.
He was short.
That's Larry.
Yeah, I didn't know he was short.
Yeah,
That was a little
he's
baby. I
He
thought
was the
big.
shortest. He was the shortest of them all. Of us all.
He is short.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
when his son was here,
He's like a mox.
the
He's
other day,
Friday.
he's real short.
well, it's
He's the shortest one there.
he,
Let's see, Casey.
Mox.
well, see, compare. Look at my house.
Oh, that's
look,
that
my
same.
house.
Oh, that's the same day. That's at Lena's. Another.
Short.
That's a nice picture.
That was that same day at Lena's. What? How come everybody was dressed up there?
Why not?
I mean, was that just
Here we go.
Nowadays.
Here we go.
coming from shul? What? So how did?
Oh, I like this one.
So Joe.
These are people I don't know.
What do you mean, people you don't know?
This,
You know that?
I know him. No, these
Who's
two.
this?
That's Daddy.
Okay.
That's Aunt.
Let's see it, Casey.
And who's this?
That's Anna.
That's Bubba.
Bubba.
That's your
That's
great grandmother.
Not Anna.
That's your great grandmother. That you
No,
never
it's
knew,
your
right?
Grandmother.
Bubba. It's my
Oh, that's your Bubba. Okay.
it's at
Let's see.
Lighthouse, 1940.
Ah, summer, huh? And who's in that picture? Okay, forget it. So, Joe, what I wanted to know, Casey tells me that,
It's Al. It's Al in uniform.
Got a lot of that.
Well, I got your father had all these pictures,
So
and he
German.
gave me what he didn't
Doesn't
want.
that look
He,
German?
he gave
Sure
to me.
does.
That looks like something from.
You
let's see,
listen? Your
Casey.
father gave me a lot of these pictures. See, he got them from when my sister died. He
Oh, yeah.
he
Yeah.
got a lot of this stuff. So he gave me what he didn't want. So this is a lot of this is stuff
There he is.
that's Larry.
Here's Larry. This is a good one, Larry. Waverly Street, 1940.
Wow. Larry.
That's a good picture.
Yeah, there's another good picture.
I like this outfit.
You know who that is now?
Let's see,
Yeah,
Casey.
Larry, Gracie, Sonny, Sophie,
And
and
Sid.
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 Oh, boy, the whole crew, huh?
1942, June.
Right in the middle of the war, huh? Boy, look at them. Those look like pretty happy times for everybody,
Yeah,
too,
it looks
huh?
like they're all the. Look at this picture.
That's when we lived in Bayonne.
What were you doing during the war, Marie?
So adorable.
The first war? Oh, she was a spotner.
Oh, I was an air raid warden.
Really?
What does that? What does an air raid
jeez.
warden do?
Siren would blow at night, and you had to
Oh,
put your
man.
helmet on, and everybody had to pull their
So you work for the
shades
civil
down,
defense,
turn on
huh?
street lights, and I had the block to walk.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah.
That's
You
scary,
still have the
though,
helmets
right?
in the
Weren't you
sun.
scared?
You see
You
that?
still have the helmets?
Yeah, downstairs. You want one?
No.
Okay. He was
Well, you don't-
bald. He ended up bald. Al did.
Yeah.
I think
So,
I was pregnant then.
Hey, Joe. Casey tells me that Grandpa John was a real mechanical genius, and was actually made the first RV or something. Casey, you told me the first.
That's
Work
the one with.
And he made a lot of things and actually got sort of taken advantage of in some cases too.
Well, he didn't turn him in or whatever it is. This is.
Casey, what?
your mother.
He made the first one, the platform on the end of a train.
Oh, really?
Not on the end of a train, but on the end of a bus.
Yeah. Who's that? That's you.
Sure.
That's Marilyn. Who is that?
That's my mother.
Yeah. Looks a little like you, Casey.
Well,
Yeah.
Jesus, this is my
Sure.
mother.
After all.
Yeah. That's Marie.
Oh, look at this. She looks like it belongs in a cake.
Yeah.
This is Marie.
My wife. No, that
Wow,
isn't
that's your wedding picture?
No, that isn't the wedding picture. That's when my brother got married.
Oh,
Sure is
wow,
pretty.
boy, look at that.
As a matter of fact, Casey, Jimmy that just got married, his wife wore my wedding dress.
Yep.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah. 50 years.
And that's me.
Oh, look at this picture. It looks like something you'd see when you're waking up in the morning. It's like in a cloud above you. I saw him. This is a good picture.
That's no, that won't come out good.
Yeah.
Too.
Look at that. That's when you had a head of hair too, huh?
Here's my,
Nice, I like the polka dot bow tie. Where were you when that was taken?
That's when I became assistant foreman.
Ah,
Oh, you look like a foreman.
you did.
That's my cousin, Zelma.
These are the
Jeanette.
ones from Long
And this
Island.
is, yeah, from Long Island. Willie.
In Forest Hills.
Ah, how are they related?
His
Wait
uncle's
a minute,
children.
wait a minute.
Willie.
Willie's children.
Casey, turn it around.
Uncle Willie's children.
That's
Oh,
right, that's
Uncle
true.
Willie's
Matter of fact,
children.
there's,
Boy.
Great picture.
I was saying to Marie that your brother Mark looks a lot like Jackie, her brother.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks a lot like him. There's Jackie and
And Selma and
Selma.
Jeanette and
Jeanette, and that's it, isn't it?
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
There's
three.
a similarity on that.
But then
side.
they all have families.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't heard from him. I don't know whether they're alive
Nice
or
jackets, pretty much back in stock.
not. Yeah, that's Chris. I don't know who this guy is, the best
Best
man.
man.
Yeah. But she looked a lot like Sonny,
Yeah, I can
and
see that.
she looked like Uncle Willie.
Yeah.
And my grandfather's name, she had the birth certificate of her father.
Wow.
My grandmother's name was Sophie.
That was her name. Your grandmother's name.
Well, she was probably married out, and she was probably named after Sophie, right?
I see now. I know it, but I can't
Oh,
remember.
who, Joe?
My father's mother. What was her maiden name?
But they were over in
Eddie got the picture. I gave him the picture of her, and my aunt and uncle too. If you want to see anybody that looked like Larry looked like,
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
they're
you can-
typically
did
German.
you ever see that? You just cover the hair, and it looks just like Larry. I don't know their names or whatever happened, but
So let's hear some stories about your father now. And
what's her name? My grandfather's name was Ludwig Christopher
Here's
Daring.
some more.
Ludwig. Mm.
Ludwig.
Uh,
You do this.
well, my grandson is David Lawrence.
Your
My great grandson.
So it was Vaughn?
Wow.
Where did this Vaughn thing come
Oh,
from?
that was Al. He thought that
Oh.
he came from royalty. You know.
Oh, you don't think that. That's Al. I don't
He
know.
had an attitude problem.
Hey, yeah. I don't. He went over there, you know.
Yeah,
He
but
said the only Darings he found were Polish.
Ah, what a disappointment. just
Well,
some, just some Polish.
Did you ever read?
Really?
or-
Darinsky?
Yeah, could be. Could be. Very possible.
Are they Daring? It's not Von Daring, it's Daring Verinsky.
I want you to know that our name is the oldest name you can trace in a straight
I
line.
know.
Anglo-Saxon name.
Women's back into
Yeah, any library, you go to the library and you'll find
To the time.
And are they really your ancestors?
To the time it came.
back to the Huns.
Really?
Yeah.
And they're really your direct descendants? I mean, or you're
Well,
you're
the
their.
Darings, that's
Yeah.
all I know.
Apparently, at some
I
point,
don't
the family
contend that
split
they-
up, and half went to England and
Uh-huh.
half remained
You know,
in
when they
Germany
went
or
to
vice
England-
versa.
You know, there's
Yeah.
Darings
Yeah.
over in England, huh?
Daring Harbor, they met.
Yeah. What about Daring Harbor?
Long
Harbor.
Island, yeah.
Oh, we
My
went to
father
the-
goes there.
yeah,
I
Eddie
used to go
goes
there when I had the boat.
So what did Grandpa Daring do then exactly? He was a wheelwright and
Well, I
general.
wouldn't know when it was in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then he was
How
back in Bayonne during the First War. He was a foreman in Babcock's and Wilcox Boilermaker.
Yeah.
And that's what Uncle Willie was. He worked there too. But he kept on working there in the boiler trade.
Uncle
Worked
Willie
in the Navy Yard.
went to the Brooklyn Navy Yard.
Yeah, he went to the Brooklyn Navy Yard. And Papa, well, we had relatives here.
He did? Who? In Connecticut?
The one I
Oh.
the one I showed you from Liberty Street.
Okay. That's how he ended up moving out to Hamden.
What was his name? He wasn't at Dimmenstein. Yeah, there's quite a few relatives there. You know, and I
Yeah.
go to the cemetery where Sid and Sonny's buried there. I see all.
Where are they buried? Have you ever been there,
Cemetery.
Casey? What?
East Haven.
Have you ever been there, Casey?
No,
East
no, they
Haven.
aren't. My
West
mother and
Haven.
father's East
West
Haven.
Haven. West
West
Haven.
Haven.
You know, I
Haven.
can't get your father to go to the cemetery.
Where is the cemetery?
Huh?
What's the name of the cemetery?
Oh, come on.
God.
Last time I went with
I don't
with
know.
you guys.
Where your mother and father are buried.
Lord, that's in
It's
East
on
Haven.
Route 1.
Is it a Jewish cemetery?
Yeah,
Yeah, we got the,
yeah.
we had the, what do they call it?
Have you ever been there, Casey?
On the
Huh?
top.
Casey, have you ever been there?
They put little stones and pebbles on
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you do when you visit it. It's
Yeah.
traditional.
Now,
It's
what's
what
the
you-
significance of that?
I
know
don't
this.
know.
Come on. What's it-
Just
Yeah.
to show
I don't
someone
know.
what's
Don't
Yeah.
you
there.
know?
No, I don't. I know. I mean, I know. I've seen it, but I don't
They
know.
used to put money on top of it.
No money. They always put a stone,
always little stones.
stone that you've been there or
Yeah.
what. I don't know. That's why.
That's a good question. I'd like to find out. Casey, have you ever been to their?
Well, see,
Have you ever been to their cemetery where your grandparents are buried? Okay.
I wanted to see my,
The only one I haven't been is to Larry's.
is he there?
No,
No, he's in Providence.
So he got buried.
He and Grace died a year before he did.
I know, real fast. 67, and he died.
So far, it's an interesting trend. And so Grace and Larry died within a year apart, and Sid
Yeah.
and Sonny died a year apart. Boy, it's an interesting
I think
trend.
it was more with Sonny and Sid.
Yeah, Sid was in the hospital
Yeah,
for a
he was
while.
in the hospital.
About a year.
She died before Sid did.
Yeah. But we're talking about the length of time that transpired between
Yeah.
the two of them, and it must have been 3-4 years
Yeah.
anyhow.
The most.
Yeah.
Sid and Sonny, yeah. I don't think it's that much more.
He
no.
wasn't. He wasn't.
We were just out
Because
there
he
not
was
long ago.
in the VA hospital, see? He had a stroke. So he don't know what.
No, he didn't. 'Cause
Trent,
when I
no,
used to
he
visit
didn't
him,
know.
he didn't
No.
even know who I was.
No. Why? Did you go up to see
Yeah.
him? Yeah?
Yeah, he was a great guy.
I loved Sid
Oh, he
so
was
much.
nice.
I think I was
I
closer
did
to
too.
Sid than I was to Sonny.
Yeah.
I was telling Andrew that. I was like,
Yeah.
for some reason,
He was a great guy.
he was just so full of love.
You know they named the baseball league after him.
No.
Little League.
Yeah, he did a lot with
Sid
it.
Victor.
Yeah.
He did
Yeah.
a lot
What
with,
are they
with the
called?
kids and
Yeah.
Sid,
and sports. Down at Yale,
Sid softball?
they even sent they even sent what do you call an ambulance so they can take him into Yale Bowl so he can
Oh,
watch
no
the game.
kidding.
I mean,
Wow.
even Yale, he was like an usher there too,
Yeah.
and they thought quite a bit of him too. Yeah, he was
Now,
like
John-
all over.
Johnny
Sure.
tells Joe.
Huh?
Johnny tells me that Shelley is trying to get Stuart back to Connecticut. There is some place in Connecticut where he can be and get the care that he's getting down there, and she can also live and work in this same facility. Where it was,
Oh,
he
yeah?
didn't
Who's
know.
that? Stewart is married?
Pretty good, yeah.
That's Sonny and Sid's son. That
Yeah, I know what. Who's?
Shelley, his wife.
Oh, he's married. Okay.
Maybe they should move to
She's a
North
New Haven girl, a Hamden girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carolina.
Yeah, well,
Well, I mean, his care is something else. I mean,
yeah, you had the picture of him, Stuart,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big guy.
Yeah, but I don't, I mean, I can go across on the East Coast and you know, take a couple hours there and to get to him and see him, but I don't like it. I don't like that stuff.
Yeah.
your cousin Mary Ann, she goes, every time she's down there, she goes down to see him.
Then she comes
Yeah.
over to visit us.
And John was here the other day.
Oh, what's he doing?
Nothing right
He
now.
never did anything.
No, he's a kook. He got a big beard, and he's how old was he? 50?
50, Jonas.
He's
50.
50
He's
years
still
old.
doing that
And,
kind
yeah,
of stuff.
and he's
We all thought
it
he was
goes.
going to a phase, remember?
Well, I thought this time he
He
was
goes to
better.
the beach and in the water, and he finds money and diamonds and rings, gold. And his machine went on a fritz, so he came on a motorcycle and went down to Jersey. He stopped here first, stayed overnight, and in the morning he went to New Jersey. When he come back, he stayed another night and then went back. They were going to go watch they said Saturday, I think it was. Saturday, was it? They see the whales?
Yeah, they're well.
He and Mary Ann.
Yesterday.
Yeah.
They
what
still,
a
so Mary Ann never married,
No,
and John never married.
No,
No.
They
no.
just like hang out with each other still.
They live together.
Brother and sister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are they? Whose kids are they?
Uncle Larry's.
Oh, okay.
Larry's.
And Gracie's.
My brother Larry's.
He had two kids?
children. Yeah, he's great. He's a great big. Way in your family, they're tall and skinny.
Right.
He's about almost 6 foot, but he's heavy. He weighs
I think he is 6 feet.
215 pounds.
Higher up ladder.
Yeah.
How many kids did Al have?
The two.
Two.
No,
or
3.
three?
Al
Mary
had-
Ann, the girl.
Oh.
Mary Ann and John.
No, but Larry. That's Larry. But how
That's
about
Larry. He's asking
Al?
Al.
Al.
had
Oh,
seven.
Al. Oh, Al had 3.
Yeah.
The boys and the girl. And,
They all live in Rhode Island now.
no. They're in
The Amish country somewhere in
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
In Pennsylvania.
If they're still there.
They were in business. One was big management. Like I told you, Al was a big
Yeah.
businessman,
oh, okay.
and he taught the kids. Now, one of the boy that called me was the artist. He was the one that
That's the one I keep on trying to find.
Jeffrey?